So today we're going to look at EdPuzzle, which is a great way to build videos for your students that allow you to take something that you find on YouTube or something that you create, and then you can build in some questions. So I've started the upload, and I actually have a video that I have downloaded. So I'm just going to drag and drop it right here. Look how it even tells me it recognizes it's there. The video has finished uploading, so you can see that I am in my content area, and in this section you can see several of the other videos that I've done with the students, and you can see that it is preparing the video to get it into a format that I can work with. So again, I'll pause the video and come back when we're ready to do the next step. So the video is now ready for me to work with it, and you can see it's about 21 minutes and 28 seconds. So I'm just going to open up the video, and then I'm going to go through it and add in the steps. So
welcome to this self-paced learning module on Teacher Clarity.
So you can see what the video is, and I'm just going to go ahead and pause it. But what I want to do is I want to come over here and I want to go to edit. And when I go to edit, it's going to give me the option to add a few different elements to it. I can trim it, I can do voiceover, I can add notes, or I can add quizzes. Now, we use the word quizzes, but I don't always think of this as a quiz. I think of it more as a question that I'm interested in an answer to. Sometimes using the word quizzes can make the students think that the assignment's going to go against their grade and it's going to be horrible if they fail. Okay, so I have my video uploaded here, and I'm just going to hit play.
Self-paced learning module on Teacher Clarity. We're working to build
Now, I already cropped it when I was building it in the other program. So for this one, I don't need to actually crop it at all. I've already edited it to where I want it to be, but I need to know where I want to build in some activities. So when I was building my lesson plan, I built in specific areas that I wanted to be able to work with the content a little bit more. So I'm going to go to some of those places, and I'm going to show you how to add in the interactive elements. Okay, so I know that that's at the end of this slide, and I'm just going to add a little place here, and I want to actually add a question for feedback. Again, I'm not looking to add a quiz question that's going to go in the grade book. It's just something for a little bit of feedback to let me see where we are. And bonus points, I want to look at planning and predicting. So I'm going to say, based on what we've done, and I'm actually going to change that, based on the introduction, what do you think will be the learning intention? And now they can just go through and they can answer this question as we go along. So that gives you an idea of how to build it. Okay, I'm going to go through and get to another place where I want to add some more questions so I can show you the different types of questions. So right here, I wanted to add a discussion element in, and I'm just going to double check my link really quickly so you can see if I go up here, actually bringing in my discussion board. So I do have that link, right? So I'm going to come back over here and make sure I'm in the right spot.
Our collaboration board and make a post to answer this thought-provoking question.
Right here, what I want to do is I'm actually going to click on quizzes. And this time I'm going to talk to you and let you see. So you've got a couple different options. You can use open-ended question, you can use multiple choice, and then just a little comment here. So I'm going to say, click this link. And make sure I turn it into a link. Links are going to be open in another tab, so that's perfect. I'm going to click save, and now when we get to this point in the video, the bubble is going to come up and you'll be able to see that. Now this is the end of this segment in learning, so I want some input here, and again I'm going to add a quiz here. Click on my little question, and again, not looking here for a quiz that's going to go in the grade book, but I just want some input. How do you feel about your ability to break your standards down by skills and concepts? Now, to turn this into sort of a poll type thing, I generally will just make all of them be correct. And when I'm assigning it on Google Classroom, I'll just say, remember, poll questions will say every option is right. Don't worry about the grade that EdPuzzle gives you or something like that. But it really helps the participants to see that I want your input. I'm not interested in right or wrong here. This is totally your perception of your ability, but that helps me as the instructor to know what your next steps should be. One way of communicating that is through the use of feedback, where you can easily say, excellent. The question may say wrong, but as a survey, everything was possible. Right here, thank you for your honesty. And then just save. Once again, it lets them see what you wanted, but that feedback piece just kind of allays the fear of the grade. So here I'm at the end of the next section, and I actually want to create more than one question. So the first I'm going to say, which of the following best describes the learning progression? We're going to say daily outcome of the lesson. We're going to say the steps in the learning path. I'm going to add one. I'm going to say the skills and concepts in the standards. And this one's going to be the correct answer. But I'm going to add a question. So I'm going to hit the little plus. And this one I want to be open-ended. I'm going to say describe the process of creating a learning progression. And that has given me 2 questions here to assess the learning based on this specific step. So I'm going to hit a little bit of feedback. Feedback is always a good thing. I'm going to say, thanks for your response. We will review your description and get back with you ASAP. Now, here's the thing. You really do want to get back ASAP, because if that feedback, it's not timely and specific, then there's no point in getting it. Okay, so I've got 2 questions built in here. Click continue. And you can see how easy it is to go through and build your EdPuzzle lesson. So once you're done, you're just going to click finish up here. I am going to go through, add my questions to the rest of this lesson, and then I'll come back in and finish it up so you can see how I'll do that. So I've gone through, I've added several different places, again using quizzes, and I just want to make sure I've saved it, and then it tells me everything is saved. So I want to click finish. So it does default to assign it to a class, but this one I'm going to go to public link. It's going to give me the embed code, and this is actually what I want to link for our PD. Now, if I were going to assign it to the class, one thing I want to always make sure I do is prevent skipping. I'm just going to click whichever class it is, and then it would be good to go with my start date and my due date. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to use EdPuzzle. I am very excited at seeing how you use it, so feel free to comment, ask me any questions, send me an email. Thanks for watching. I'm Stephanie Kirk. I'm a teacher in Maryville, Tennessee. I have a degree in English licensure and a master's in learning and technology. Email me anytime at stephanie.jkirk@gmail.com or visit my blog at kirkscornerforcommoncore.com.